I am ready.
Voice prep, mentality set. I'm ready to go and kill some boys. There you go.
There is no such thing as voice prep for Conrad.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wow. The second. Maybe there must be footage of the entire thing.
Seriously, the first aid in this place is shit. I expected better from a mechanics shop.
At least they have the decency to have first aid.
It's because I can see the future. I just know how to dodge them. Unfortunately, it normally only works with me. Hopefully we'll be able to find a better first aid kit for you lot. By the way, where's Morgan?
In the yellow box. In the yellow box. Excellent.
Nice and toasty.
Hmm. They're catching on. Funky. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll hop down, and then peer inside. It's like, oh, hey, everyone's there.
Rose gives Morgan like a half-hearted wave, too tired to lift her hand all the way.
I'm gonna check into the offices for first aid kits. I mean, they have something. So while Morgan's probably presumably chatting with the rest of the crew, I'm gonna look around for first aid kits. I guess notice. What attribute? Use that one. Ooh. Ah, the darkness! According to a friend who's watching the stream, there's no DM audio. But I will admit.
It's okay, I'll just repeat everything that Tobin says, but in this accent. Shit! You started again. You started doing it. Back! Gotta find the mic.
This is a comedy of errors.
What do you mean the mic options aren't here in the main server?
This is weird.
It is. It's like an echo almost.
Like I've got the stream audio on right now, and this is fucking weird.
Oh, you're hearing it 4 times, or like 3 times, aren't you?
Okay, this
Yes.
is a test. Is this good?
Okay, this is a test.
Alright,
is
yeah,
this
is
good? Alright, I can stop doing that now.
Shut the fuck up.
No, you shut the fuck up. I'm you now. Get out of here.
Voice in your head, I call the shots. Wait,
Oh my god.
You call the shots.
Look at
Fine,
me,
you
I
call
am the
shots,
GM now.
You call the shots, fine. But look, I'm along for the ride, which means I get access to the radio.
Alright, Tony walks out into the street and sees 500 cars that are parked slightly incorrectly. He proceeds to ticket them for the next 5 hours. Everyone clapped. End of session, go home, y'all.
The world clapped to the end.
Not find stim packs. Why can I not find stim packs?
Alright, thank you for the tip. Thank you for the tip that wasn't working. I don't know what's with the default mic settings on this thing. But
You're welcome.
anyway. Yeah, you go into the administrative office and you find the primary first aid kit. Inside is a single stim pack and appropriate dressing for a gunshot wound.
Alright, I grab the, I come out of the store with the med kit.
Who's looking particularly nasty? Tony?
I mean, you both look thoroughly fucked, so who's feeling more fucked?
I'm feeling fucked, but I'll sleep it off. Rena over here. Oh, you did, yeah. And yeah.
Alright.
Oh, hell no.
What'd you find in there?
Alright, so it was a stim pack and a med and a first aid kit.
Okay. I still got a bullet hole in me right here.
Rose just
Line up,
sounds
line
like
up.
cute.
Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Anyway,
Alright, so, Conrad, are you healing Tony right now?
I guess.
Okay. Are you using the stim pack or the med kit?
Use the med kit.
Okay. Give me your heal check skill with either wisdom or intelligence. Right, very good. Okay.
Beautiful.
With that result, you see the target was originally 8. So, tell you what, roll 2d6. Roll 2d6 plus 2, and then take the higher result. That's how much health you heal. Okay, so 7 HP.
Is still like using the med kit.
Unfortunately, you have used the majority of the bandages here. So, yeah, like, you've used the med kit, but to its best, to like the most that you can.
Man, damn it. Well then. Yeah, I can't just, shove more drugs into Rose. That'd be bad.
Could I ask you a favor and inject said drugs into Rena? She doesn't seem to be doing so much.
I pull out the stem. I pull out the stem and look at whip my head around towards Rena.
Yeah, she kind of like shudders for a moment, but then motions you over and rolls up her sleeve.
You will feel some slight discomfort.
Okay. So, I'll roll 6 plus 1.
Oh, shit.
Right. You appear to have missed her vein. Like, her veins aren't really showing up in her arm too well, but you stick it in, you inject the stim pack, and she does feel better after that, but not as well as she would have hoped.
I suggest you don't give blood. You're a terrible stick.
Trust, I think she's already given enough today.
She elects to keep silent on that front.
incidentally, did I regain hit points? I was tuned out a little.
Yes, regained a full. You.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Conrad just aced his medical check.
One of them at least.
We're gonna need to find something to at least work as bandages for you before it becomes less needing to see a medic and more like needing to see a mechanic for you.
Well, you are in the right spot for cars, that is.
Unfortunately, unless there is a spare unless there is like a third med kit, then
Primary and secondary, you've exhausted all of this workplace's materials.
I'll go over to Craig and I give him a single credit. I'm just like, could you please find me some strong caffeine? Not should pass me through for the day.
Strong caffeine. Yeah, I can do this vending machine just right over here. He points to the machine across this way. Then places his finger above the keypad and says, "What do you prefer?"
The strongest, I guess.
"Will do, boss." You hear multiple presses, multiple key presses, as Craig appears to be upping the strength manually on this coffee machine to its max. Beep, 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 beep.
I look at Rose and say, you know, it's really a good thing that you don't have a heart, or else you might explode with that much caffeine in you. And the
Why do
stem.
people value me so much?
We're in a buzz. The vending machine dispenses the coffee, and Craig hands it to you.
She
There you
takes
go,
it,
boss.
nods, and thank you. She
The-
takes it, effectively chugs it.
The goons, the Arasaka goons over here, look at this display, kind of look to themselves and say, "Hey, I thought you were being paid by..." And then they shut their mouths.
There's like
And
glaze at them
Jessica
all.
left me. Jessica left us. Like, we're not being supported as much as we should be. They kind of talk between themselves, have a little bit of an argument, and then Craig walks away.
If you could excuse me, my friends. As I walked in, after I finished a cup of coffee, and she kind of says each one of them. I assume, being a corpo, she does have a business card, yes? Or multiple that she can hand out.
They look to one another and say, "Oh, I mean, you're Sokka, can't you figure that out yourself?"
My reasoning for this is, seeing as your current boss elected to leave you all behind here, means a chance you might not be able to come back. And if that is the case, you know where to find me. It'll be suitable payment and a better work, let's say. Without waiting for a response, she just leaves.
Alright. Give me a charisma talk check.
Ah, speech. Caramba. Yes!
Alright. You don't get any response from the goons. But you return to the party.
Fuck, that coffee is working. Jesus.
Okay. It's only a matter of time before you start hearing sirens. What's your next move?
Oh god, the cops! We gotta get out of here! Wait.
Yeah, Tony, you look
Yeah,
down at
you
your,
won, Tony.
You look down at your now 11-pageless ticket counter. You are the cops.
Alright, so what's the play here? We're gonna explain this? I don't think we want to be here to explain this. He came here for a fucking tour bus. What's the tour bus?
I suggest we return home and...
You know, that kind of information is what we were trying to get the mechanics to give us, but they were talking about client privacy. You might get some better response, I don't know.
Alright. We gotta get... I'll go talk to one of those dudes.
I'll talk to another one of them.
Okay. You step outside and you look at, you observe the scene. The mechanic that got beat up is currently unconscious, kind of just laying there as a receptionist kind of tends to the wounds. The rest of the mechanics seem to be taking stock of each other, kind of waiting around. what appears to be the lead mechanic then approaches you, Tony, and says, so I heard you were a cop.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, so backup's on the way then.
Yeah, you could say that. Anyway, before things get a little too hairy in here, we're interested in if you could help us with our investigations. We're looking for a tour bus. It's got a picture of a dude's face on the side. No one would have been in here.
Yeah, it's been nothing but trouble ever since he pulled in.
It's still in there?
No. He needed something pretty simple. It's an old Choo-2 engine, so those things, they need to be serviced at least twice a year. That thing hasn't been serviced in 2 years. So we went in, we did the service, and then he didn't show up for a good 2 days. So, instead of having a big tour bus taking up all the space, we went across to the toll car shop over there and just, out of pocket, inserted a credit every once in a while, hoping he'd come back.
So say it again for me. You put it at the other garage. What?
No, it's not quite a garage. Yeah, it's a parking garage. He points out to the opposite side of the road. It's
The one we were at before.
literal kitty corner, yeah. Kitty corner to the mechanic shop. It's this one. He points you that way.
Oh, he was just there. It's gone. Where'd you park it? Which level?
Well, we figured we didn't want to attract too much attention. I mean, it being a tour bus and all, but we did park it on the second level.
Alright, thank you very much.
No problem, thank you. Look, we've been in there for at least 6 hours. I don't know what they were... I don't know what they were doing, but... Thank you.
Ain't nothing to it. We're just doing our jobs.
It's at this point that you hear the sirens of an ambulance.
I hope you got your insurance up to date.
He scoffs and begins to prepare loading the mechanic into the wounded mechanic into the ambulance. The ambulance is then followed shortly after by 3 police cars.
Let's get out of here. These cops. I mean, let's leave my compatriots to their work.
Yes, I believe this might be a good signal for us to haul ass.
I agree.
Rose signals for Brenna and Craig to follow Otto.
Okay. You follow suit. What direction do you leave?
Alright, which direction is that if cops coming from?
Cops appear to be coming from this main road.
In that case, I suggest we do a little bit of this kind of maneuver.
Yeah.
Just sort of curve around, let them go. Just kind of, saunter back around and go back to the parking garage.
I agree.
Okay.
I concur with that.
Right. So, in these alleys, who's leading?
Not Rose. She is not well enough at this point to take a leadership position.
I could probably lead.
Oh, Morgan.
I know the street,
Right.
the streets.
Morgan, you know the streets like the back of your hand.
Indeed.
Give me a wisdom notice check.
Oh, no.
+1.
Oh, Nate. Oh, okay.
Oh my
Wait,
Wait, what?
that doesn't make sense.
That's
a 5 or 6 roll.
That's 11.
I had a. Yeah, okay, that's weird. I think it's because I had to add a plus instead of a negative. I don't know.
Plus.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Alright.
I did good.
Arrange yourself in a line here.
Where?
Where?
I didn't see your GM ping.
Here.
Oh.
In whatever order you want.
I will bring up the rear.
Okay. Morgan, you in the dark, it's pretty hard to see faces pretty well, but you're well acquainted with the sight of the posers and how they strive to emulate Zach Deadman Cruz. This is not a poser. This is the real deal.
Oh, we just found him.
He's limping, kind of just sauntering down this alleyway as if he was freshly wounded. You would have just dismissed him as like some kind of street urchin or drunk poser, but you took a look at his cyberogs. He's got cybernetic legs, arms, and that look, that's 100% him.
Oh,
What's the hold up? Why are we waiting?
I will
About 5
whisper
minutes
back
away.
as like, we found him. it's literally it's the guy.
Rose like takes a double take. Come again?
That's him. He's right there.
This feels too simple.
His eyes dart towards you, bright red,
Mhm.
as if lit up by LEDs. His head then
Aw.
twists. His head then twists and examines you as a group. I was warned about you. You would come. I knew you would come. They told me everything.
Oh, well, they did, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
The devils, they told me everything. You would come for
Was
me.
Help me restrain him now.
It's at this point that he breaks into a chase. Roll initiative.
Whoa.
Hey, get that son of a bitch.
Patient appears to be delirious.
For sake of simplicity and just to not divvy up the turn order, Brose sends Craig and Brenna to scout the area, make sure that we aren't being tailed or whatever.
Alright. Okay. With a very high average roll, you get the first shot at him. So.
Kill him.
No, don't do that.
Kill him now.
I guess I'll. Oh boy.
Conrad, what do you do?
Patient's clearly delirious. Applying anesthetic. I swing the stun baton.
Okay, you have to get into range first. He's currently 20 meters away. You can get there with a sprint.
Can I try and cut him off with a sprint? If I sprint?
Roll exert if you want to try and cut him off specifically.
Alright, exert.
Strength exert.
Oh boy.
Alright. Yeah, alright. So, what direction do you want to cut him off by? The left or the right?
Let's go left.
Left.
So
Okay.
here.
Okay, you make it there. He can't seem to go down that alley. Jose, up to you.
I will enact to do the same, but from the opposite corner.
Hey, strength exert.
Oh Jesus.
Not good. You make it there, but by this point, Zach is already in a dead sprint. Can't quite catch up to him. Tony, it's you.
I'm in a really awkward position here. Does it look like I'd be able to get up onto the roof of fight or fight rather?
Yeah, there is a couple of like garbage cans and stuff that you could probably hop up if you tried.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, go for it. Strength exert.
Strength exert. I'm great at this. Oh,
All right. With that roll, yeah, you make it up there.
okay, great. I guess I'm just kind of here.
You get a pretty good view of, well, the rest of the crew cornering Deadman. And an
So which way is he running? All right, yeah.
Extremely good view at where he's going. He pushes past Rose, and then a pneumatic sound emits from his legs. There's a large bang, and then he jumps up to the roof of this other building.
I thought he'd do that. He's got fancy legs. That's why I'm up here.
Hey, you know, fair.
From this point, he continues to run, and Tony, you can see him. He's trying to do the same thing up to this other building.
Watch out, he's got the parkours. He's going towards the roof of skids.
All right, Morgan, back to you. The sound of the sirens are coming closer.
Yeah, I just heard Tony shout he's going to the roof of skids, so I'm going to try and cut him off by trying to get to the roof of skids.
Okay.
Are any ladders?
All right, you have a 20-meter sprint, so go ahead and move to where you want.
Okay, I'm going to hope there's ladders. Hang on, let's go 40 meters, but this is where I am, right? That's 20 meters.
Alrighty.
I'm looking for ladders.
So as of right now, you notice that there is a ladder to the very top of the Vesper Mechanical. However, at this part, it's all glass on this side.
Ooh.
Over here is a fire exit. There's no clean upstairs. However, there is an access door.
Okay. I'll go through the access door then, whenever I am able to do so.
Okay. Conrad, back to you.
I turned to Rose. Should I get a hold of Alco?
First, catch him. Can I retroactively, in a sense, kind of like hold a jump position, like clasp my two arms together and use my action to get Conrad on the roof?
Right. So, like, put your hands together at the top, trying to launch Conrad to the roof.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck it.
Right,
Sure.
I'll use my action for that as well.
Okay. Conrad, do you want to go ahead with this plan?
Yes.
Okay. Strength exert with a +1 from Rose. I want to see a target of 10.
Oh, Jesus. I don't even know if I can get that.
+1 from Rose.
Should have swapped.
Right. You clasp with, like, you perform the maneuver. Good shit. Alright. With the 12 over there, you, Rose, with your newfound strength from the stim pack, you take your hands and launch Conrad a full, like, what feels like 10 feet. Conrad, your fingers are now at the very top of this roof. All you need to do
Pull
is
myself
pull
up.
yourself up. Right, and you do so. You are now prone at the very rooftop of this place.
That's a good roll, y'all.
That was a fucking high five. That was a good plan.
Teamwork.
Very, very nice. So, that's both of your turns. Tony, that's one hell of a gap.
Okay. And there's not there's not a connecting roof here. It's all.
There's no connecting roof, but there are two things catch your eye. there's a very precarious light fixture that you could probably use to get a better run up, and also a power line. A very thick power line.
I should definitely touch that. That seems like an excellent idea.
Alright.
That.
What's the plan?
So there's a power line connecting these two buildings together.
Correct, yep.
Okay, and there's an overhead one, or
It's kind of like an overhead one. It's about... If you're standing, it's about, like, chest height.
okay. Right. Does it look like it's insulated? Is that a rubberized exterior, or is it just metal?
It looks like a rubber... It looks like a rubber line.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's go.
Alrighty then. So, how are you doing this? Are you going from the under, or are you just tight roping that motherfucker?
Yeah. I do not have sufficient faith in my ability to tightrope walk at this moment in time.
In which case, strength exert.
Strength excite.
Alright. As soon as you're about halfway through, it's made clear that this thing can't support your weight for that long.
Don't get too many donuts.
You start climbing as fast as you can, right until you hear the wooden beam connecting these power lines together snap. You reach out and grab the very edge of the roof. You're here.
Hey, Tony's here. I'm not dead yet.
Zach weighs his options up a little bit. He notices that there's a ladder leading to the very rooftop here. He elects to ignore it in favor of, well, the cybernetic augmentations. He does the same thing again. And continues to run. Morgan. You can reach the exit. You can reach the entry door from here.
I'll do that.
Okay. Welcome to the first floor of the Skeds. It's mostly clothes.
Cool, I look for a stairwell.
Alright. Next stairwell is about 10 meters away.
Okay,
Alright.
do that. And I think that's all of my movement.
Right. So basically, yeah. Yeah, we'll abstract it as 10 more meters. Conrad, you've just made your way to the very rooftop, and you're joined by Tony.
Hello, Tony. I get to my feet and I guess head up the ladder.
Hey, it's me, Tony.
All right. You sprint up the ladder.
Yep.
Okay. Use your movement.
All right, so guess be like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go there.
Boop.
Right. You're keeping pace. Let's see how well you're keeping pace with Deadman here. Give me opposed strength exert here.
Not great.
No.
Yeah. Deadman's got some legs, that's for sure. You are not in melee range of him. Rosa,
Damn it.
you are on the ground, and you notice Conrad running across the roof.
Do I have a comm link with either Brenna or Craig?
No, you don't have a cell phone on you. But you do notice that Craig kind of wrapped around this way, where Brenna is currently following Morgan.
Are my eyes deceiving me, or is there an alleyway going through here?
There is. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to position myself within that alleyway.
Okay. Use your movement to get over there.
I can move 20 meters, right?
20 meters sprint. Yeah.
That's where I'll be.
Okay. You make it to the alleyway and peer down it. As you do, you notice there are a couple of poser cars parked across this opposing road.
Are they? Am I still able to do like a talk action? I guess.
Yeah. Speaking's free.
Right. I would like to scare them away with Popo legal babble, basically being like, "We're gonna possess your stuff now. Move."
If you're trying to shout at them, you're gonna have to shout pretty loud. They're about 25 meters away.
Fuck, come next action.
And
then.
inside a car.
God damn it. Okay, I'll wait till the next round.
Alright. Tony. You are currently dangling from the rooftop.
I'll pull my sorry ass up. Okay, so remind me how far I can move if I'm doing nothing but move. It's 20?
20.
Okay, so let's Pac-Man this son of a bitch. We
Waka 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 waka.
waka waka hey hey. So my goal is to get down on the other side and to ultimately yeah, so that I
Cut 'em
can
off,
be on
basically.
that side. Yeah, exactly.
Alright. You make it to the very ledge, where you notice that there's a very full garbage can at the very bottom, ready to break your fall.
Yeah, I'm with my people. Let's go.
Right. Dead man. He makes it over here, turns backwards to face you, Conrad, as you're making a sprint towards him. He then said, "They told me such pretty things, such promises. They told me that I could change the world, and yet here I am." He then takes a step back, jumps back, and flips you the bird twice in both of his hands.
Fucking knew it. You was gonna do the fucking Disco Elysium thing.
He jumps back and he smashes into the third floor of the Skeds and vanishes from view.
Oh, I definitely hear that.
Rosa, you get a good view of that.
Right.
Alright, we're effectively out of combat time. Morgan, what is your big plan? You want to go up to the third floor, or do you want to like scout out the exits?
I'll scout the exits.
Question.
Answer.
If Rose basically pumps into everything that she has, and she shouts with like depends on it, would Morgan be able to hear her inside?
If the door was open, yes, but these doors close on their own.
Okay. I would like to book it to the door and just immediately blurt out which floor he dived into and where.
Alright. You carry that information over to Morgan. Conrad, you're on the roof of this thing and you get a good view of the large hole that's in the very top of the store.
Do I think I can make the jump?
From the second floor to the third floor, not a chance in hell. Second floor to second floor, maybe if you can get past the glass.
I pull out. All right, I'll get to the edge here. I'll pull out my pistol and blow the glass out.
All right, hop, hop. Do you jump?
Bang! Yes.
All right. With a single shot, you shoot the window, and it makes a spider web pattern across the whole window. That's your target. Go ahead and try and
All right. Exert.
Strength exert. I want to see a target of 8.
Barely made it.
Just make that. Take 1 damage as glass splinters through you.
Ah, motherfucker.
Alright. Rose, you already went over there with him. Tony.
Hey, Alright, I'm gonna keep cutting them off.
All
Let's
right.
go. It's garbage time.
You climb out of the garbage.
I climb out of the garbage and let's go. Can I still use my full movement?
We're not really in combat time. I just want to know your
Okay.
intentions.
Well, my intention is to sort of run along this side of Sked to make sure he doesn't escape us by running on that side of the building.
Okay. You run across and note the large amount of yellow cars and yellow bikes and a circling around the block.
Why?
Give me a wisdom notice check as you make it here.
Alright. Let him notice. Okay. I'm good at that. I can do that. Yeah!
Alright.
How many of them are parked illegally?
2 of them.
Ooh. Now, the bastards. I'll get you motherfuckers. But first, duty calls.
If you were Dead Man, you'd want to go for the very far exit out about this away. You remember seeing an exit door right around here, when you were first in the Skeds, but nothing on this far wall. Dead Man has to leave. He has to leave through this way.
Okay.
Right.
So which way did these...
Right into your carrying arms, as well as the sightlines of all of the posers.
Okay, that's gonna be a bit of a problem, huh? I don't wanna whack this guy with a fucking stun baton.
How was my attempt going to watch the
Okay.
exits?
Right.
I want to get inside, so I'm inside. Like how much? If there's something to conceal myself, so that I can jump out at him when he tries to go for these doors. If he tries to go for these doors.
This is effectively a department store. The enter and exit doors are glass, and they're the only thing that you could hide behind would be the metal not the metal detectors, but the theft prevention devices. It would be very obvious with you standing here, but you could try.
So the doors are glass regardless. So if I'm inside and I whack this guy, they'll still see me.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going shopping. Don't mind me.
Charisma, hide, or sneak. Charisma, sneak.
Charisma sneak.
Trying to pull Hitman
That's
style.
casually.
One moment, please. Charisma sneak. Hey, just some guy going out doing his shopping.
Alright. You can... Right, yeah, you throw on, so, basically, you have the wise idea of just picking up, this really large, oversized coat that you haven't bought yet, just kind of wearing it over top of your, original
Yeah, I'm trying it on for
outfit.
size. Don't worry about it.
And a really large hat that obscures your face.
I fucking love this hat.
You don't think Zach would recognize you if he ran towards you.
Oh man.
Morgan, you take a good look at all the exit points from level 2 to, from the first floor to the main floor. There are 2 escalators.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the escalators.
Okay. It's at this point that you hear a large commotion among one of them, as if someone was being shoved down the escalator.
Yeah, I'll get closer to it, try and avoid being seen myself. But
Were they being shoved down the up escalator?
Oh no!
Eternal damnation. Falling forever.
Sisyphean punishments.
Dear God.
Alright, Morgan, if you'd like to hide, use either Dex Charisma or Charisma. Dex Stealth or Charisma Stealth.
I will do dexterity because I have better options. Whoop.
Alright, so this fucking dead man guy grinds down the fucking metal handlebar of the is currently grinding down the rubber handlebar of the escalator on a fucking skateboard.
Okay.
Man.
He locks eyes with you, does a kickflip, and then aims to barrel down the door that Tony's hiding by. Do you chase after him, Morgan?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. You give chase, and the two of you aim to well, do you attempt to sandwich him?
Yeah.
Okay. Tony, Morgan, one last strength exert.
Charisma exert.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Tony, you get a +2 because you're currently hidden.
Oh. So I got 9.
6. Here's his roll. If either of you beat him, you get him.
It's a
That's a
tie.
Tied.
Right.
Do ties go to players in this system?
You're at a standstill. Or rather, you're not quite at a standstill, but you're moving together in each other's arms. Tony.
Hey, this is pretty romantic.
Rose see all of this from here?
Yes.
I assume
Um,
Conrad has also heard all the stuff.
Get your hands
I-
off me,
what-
I'm famous!
Yeah,
And,
hang on. So I've got my arms wrapped around him, and I say, "You walk through those doors, every alarm in this building's gonna go off because I ain't paid for these clothes."
Rose would see, would join.
Motherfucking Paul Blart and his
You know,
cohort of shitheads are gonna come down on you like a ton of bricks.
He
Can
attempts.
Rose join for the strength exert?
At this point, you're currently tailing a little behind Morgan.
I get down the escalator.
Conrad, Rose, you notice the other Morgan giving chase.
Yes!
Oh, Morgan the manager.
Black hand, yeah.
Then, Tony, you notice that these glass doors aren't opening anymore.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I think that's a blessing and a curse. It's good, but it's about to be real bad. Oh no! Don't do it, dead man! Don't do it!
The two of you run across the...
Okay. I try
two of you
to work with the stun button.
Try and pull him out.
Alright, you're in melee range, Tony, hit him.
Hit him, Tony, hit him!
Alright. You pass through the theft prevention barrier. You swing the stun baton. How do you do this?
Okay, let's give him a run this Robocock.
Oh. What a monster.
It's made of metal, it'll be very conductive.
Alright. You let go of him for a second to get the grip onto the stun baton like a baseball bat. You swing low. A very low blow.
Very low.
He goes flying, shocked, through the glass door and onto the ground. And onto the ground.
No.
He is currently tased and spasming on the ground.
I'll run and grab him and pull him back in.
Oh my god, what happened? I tried to conceal the stun button.
Rose would proceed even further, and any would-be bypassers I try and scare away as best as I can.
I'll put him in a fireman's lift over my shoulder while Rose like all right, everybody back up.
It's at this point that you notice the crowd that you've drawn. You've attracted the attention of all of the customers in the store, all of the poser gangs outside, and the police, who have now all converged on this location.
Well, fuck.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. I didn't hit him. I ain't even got a stun button. Throws it down the sewer.
To abstract this, the cops clean up the shit show.
Jesus.
They give you cover from the very enraged poser gang members that are basically screaming, cursing, and threatening you for daring to touch their idol. The manager of the Skeds is doing damage control for his customers. and you are all in handcuffs.
What? Not even Tony?
Even you, Tony.
No, look, two of those cars that parked like shit. Just let me go. Oh.
Every involved party is brought back to the Vesper Mechanical.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
So,
Did they also manage to get, just a question, Craig and Brenna, or were they far removed from the scene?
Craig and Brenna are with you on this, supporting you, but
Okay.
not in cuffs.
Hmm.
Okay.
Brennan is witnesses instead of
You're gonna have to give me a moment to set things up here.
Oh boy.
Jesus, that was thrilling.
Congratulations. You caught Deadman.
But we also are in jail.
Not
No,
yet.
no. This ain't jail. We've been arrested. We're not even in custody yet, technically.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Alright. You all collect yourselves and inside the break room of the Vesper Mechanical once more. Zach Cruz is kind of just sitting in a corner over here, kind of like clutching his junk, effectively. Kind of giving you a dirty look, Tony.
Hey, Tony did what he had to.
Fuck you, man.
Hey, it's good to hear some sense from you for once.
You are surrounded by NCPD officers at this point. There's one.
Afternoon, Steve.
Steve kind of gives you a wave and says, "Oh, off-duty work, I see." He's holding an SMG and half of his SWAT gear kit.
Yeah. Not all of us can be big shot SWAT dudes. Some of us still gotta make ends meet.
Yeah, I hear you. I was traffic cop for about 2 years before I became the regular officer.
Almost
Now
there,
I get to
Tony.
play with,
Just
now I get
three
to
more
play with
days to
all the
go.
toys.
Yeah, 2 years, huh? Oh well. I've been at it for 10.
I was wondering why you keep getting hours compared to me in seniority. that Thompson guy, huh? He really sticks to the book, huh?
Don't you get me started on Thompson.
Fucking lieutenant. As he laughs about it, Lieutenant Thompson steps through the door.
Oh boy.
He's your boss. He's a chiseled man, ex-Max Tech, gutted from all of his cybernetics. And he looks like it.
Oh my. It's Lance Reddick.
I was just about to say.
He looks towards
It's Commander Zavala.
He looks towards you,
Guardian.
Tony, with a look that can only be described as seething rage.
Oh, good afternoon, Lieutenant Thompson. How are you on this fine day?
He elects not to respond to you. And then motions towards the back four over in here, you two, and says, "Who are these?"
Oh, sorry, it was Thompson asking me to identify my comrades.
Identify your comrades, Tony.
Oh yeah, so this is Morgan, this is Rose, and Conrad. Don't ask me about Conrad. And there's Brenna. There's Rose's PA,
PA.
a personal assistant.
Personal assistant.
Yeah, they assisted him personally.
He scoffs and then looks towards the goons, the Arasaka goons. Let me tell you what's going down. I have unlawful entry, unlawful detainment, the utterance of threats, destruction of property, assault and battery, and involuntary manslaughter for you, sir. He pokes at the goon in front of him. You, the other one, has unlawful entry, assault with a deadly weapon, and attempted murder. I have about 5 witnesses in the back that say that lady, that personal assistant of yours, decapitated someone with a katana.
You really think she's capable of that?
And her boss over here just attempted murder with a long rifle. Now tell me, Mr. O'Donovan, why are you here?
Well, you see all those cars parked out the front?
I saw all the tickets that you wrote for the stuff inside the building.
Oh yeah, I had permission from the one of the
You have
the mechanics
permission
out
from
there.
all of the owners of every single vehicle.
Look, if the tickets bounce, the tickets bounce. But the point is, the ones out front are definitely parked here. I mean, have you seen that shit? I've never seen anything like. I mean, I tell a lie. I've seen a lot of it. A lot of it. I drink to forget, though.
You and I are gonna have a talk privately. Back at the station. But for now, I want your testimony to what happened here.
Tony proceeds to give a detailed testimony as to how these goons, how they arrived on the scene to find that the place had been fucking taken over, and how they heroically liberated the engineers and mechanics and acted only in their self-defense, and employed lethal force as in as restrained a manner as possible.
Okay. He sits down in one of the chairs and then calls Brayna forward. Now look. I'm going to read you some rights. Do you understand? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and the right to consult with one before you speak to me or any other of my officers. If you cannot afford one will be provided to you at the expense of the state. If you decide to answer questions at this time without an attorney present, you have the right to stop answering me at any time. Now, knowing these, are you willing to answer my questions? Brayna then tentatively nods. There were 2 deaths that happened in this building. Where are they? Where are the bodies? She then explains that she dragged them out to the dumpsters outside because they, quote, needed the room to think. So it's a 2-man job, huh? Who helped you? Brayna then says, I'd like an attorney. At this point, Lieutenant Thompson cocks his head towards the officers, who then put her in cuffs and then take her outside. Take her to the station, put her in a cell.
Before she leaves, should eye contact be made with Rosé, she just gives a very subtle just nod.
Alright. The Arasaka goons follow suit. Deadman is also taken into custody at this point. And then it's just you 4 and the officers behind you.
How you doing, Dave?
Are you referring to Thompson?
No. I'm talking to the other one, the guy behind us.
Okay. Oh, Dave says, long day. Haven't had a coffee yet.
Oh, I feel that.
not gonna have coffee on the watch just yet. You can wait until you're back at the station. Now look, there's not enough evidence for me to start, well, holding you and your team together. But now that the room's cleared, I'd like some clarity as to your intentions as to why you originally came here. That's well and good that you came in here to save, well, the mechanics. But what sparked this?
Funnily enough, you know that guy you just dragged off?
Yeah, what about
Dead man.
Yeah, we was looking for his tour bus.
It's the tour bus?
Yeah, it's got a big old bus with his face on it. We don't know where it is.
Now, I'm assuming you're not just a fan of him and you're looking for it for a reason. What is that reason?
Yeah. Help me out, guys. I forgot. I just heard there was a tour bus parked illegally somewhere, and I got carried away.
He went missing, and so did the tour bus. And our best lead to try and find him was to find the tour bus. Well, we ended up finding him and not the tour bus.
It was a private mission contracted to our squad here.
You're a fixer.
I did not say more.
I don't think there's a single officer in this. I don't think there's a single officer in our precinct who hasn't taken a job like that. There's no need to be silent on that, especially now that we're all here alone.
He nods.
Conrad nods.
We're all guilty of the same sins, but what you did here today caused a scene. Very
I think it also saves a few lives. You know?
I say saves a what?
Saved a few lives.
Of that, we're not sure. But you did good work. Don't do it again. Stick to your tickets, Mr. O'Donovan.
I do love... Tony loves his tickets. Don't you get me wrong. But Tony also likes being able to eat.
Now, you have a couple of choices here. You can leave, and we can handle the processing of Mr. Deadman, or you can come with us in the station. What'll it be?
The latter option would be as associates or as prisoners?
Not as prisoners, but as witnesses.
I lean over to Rosa and say, whisper, Didn't Brina get some footage from your rival?
So to speak loud.
If you responded, I didn't hear it.
She responds like she did, and I would prefer we go alongside them. I dare not leave her alone.
Conrad nods.
What was the other guy's name? So I have Steve
Craig.
here.
Dave.
No, Dave. All right. Great. NCV officer. Officer Dave. Release them from their handcuffs. They're willing, are they not? Right. And with
He
that,
nods.
your handcuffs are removed.
I'm just glad nobody tried to remove my mask. That would have not been good.
Thank you.
Would it have hurt?
The mental anguish would be unimaginable.
Oh, you're a big guy.
Steve kind of like gives you a pat on the shoulder and says, "I feel you, man. Every day I'm not wearing my ballistic plate helm. It's like I'm no longer a man."
Hey, oh no, Steve, come on.
He kind of like wipes. He reaches underneath his ballistic plate helm and wipes a single tear off of his face. Right, Tony, my vehicle. Tony. Officer O'Donovan.
Sorry, yes, I would think.
My vehicle.
Yes. Yeah, but your vehicle?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to ask me to rate your parking. I'm good at that.
Alright.
Right. I would ask for a quick 5 minutes. I just want to get myself some post.
Yeah. Let's subtract this as a break.
Yes.
All right.
1 moment. I'll be back in a
Okay.
bit.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. In which case, let's get this started right back up again. So, it's been some time. Some time has passed, and we're now into the midnight hours. You take the very short drive from the Vesper Mechanical to the NCPD station. You enter the tolled booth in front of you, and individually collect yourselves in a very large office. It's very clean. Very clean, well organized, and adorned with NCPD memorabilia. Pictures of officers you don't know. Blueprints to guns you've never seen before. This is Lieutenant Thompson's office. You are all sitting in it. It's a windowed office, and to your left there's a very good view of the NCPD impound. Just below you, as well as the Max Tech Tower. Max Tech being effectively the elite police service, the step above SWAT that deals primarily with cyber psychos and other such dangerous threats. They're like a military force. And they've got the funding to prove it.
So cyber psychos like Deadman, probably.
Yes. We've currently passed him off to the very first floor of the tower. We're gonna be looking over what he's doing, and if he shows like he's too far gone, that's the chair for him. I personally don't.
He was rambling something about devils when he saw us.
Yeah. Well, it's not a crime to start rambling about the devil. It's a crime to start killing people for it. So we're gonna do some examinations with him, and if all is well and good, we're gonna release him. And again, if not, then it's the chair. So, I've arranged for a court date, or at least I'm arranging for a court date within the next 3 weeks. You need to make that court date. You need to make it there. Take that day off. Do what you gotta do. But you make it there, and you testify exactly what you saw. So, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
I nod.
And this is for Deadman, yeah?
For Deadman and for Arasaka. You see,
Oh yeah, that.
we've been having a lot of trouble with the Arasaka Corporation recently, especially within the Central Business District. You know, they're free to do whatever they want to do in the corporate exclusion zone, but not here. This is our jurisdiction. They've been abusing their power for too long.
I may be able to give some clarification on that regard,
Do.
but I would speak with you later privately.
He nods at you, Rose, and kind of, you can tell he appreciates the gesture. Now look,
Okay.
I'm not gonna stop you from continuing on your task. I don't know what you were paid for. I don't know if you wanted to go get the van, his tour bus, or whatever it is. Maybe you wanted him. I'm certainly not going to help you on your task, but I'm not going to stop you. But if you pull another stunt like that again, I'm not going to be so lenient with my sentencing. Or my recording
That sounds fair.
my recording of the events. So you play nice out there from here on in. You understand?
Yeah, no more decapitations. Gotcha.
Additionally, Mr. O'Donovan,
That's me.
I want you on the task of, I want you on the force right now. For the next, I want to say, 4 to 5 days. Or however long this is going to take you to do what you need to do.
You mean as like a investigating?
Investigating, yes. I know.
Investigate.
I know you're a traffic cop, but we need a little bit more information than what Mr. Deadman is giving us. So, if you are up to the task, I want...
Sorry, my chair is just a little squeaky. Don't worry about it.
He kind of looks at you, gives you a smile, and says, I need you to go to the Poser gangs. I want you to see what they saw. Do what you have to do to get the information out of them, but I want to know what that Deadman character was doing before that chase. Why he went the way he was, and why Arasaka is going after his property. If you can give me that clarification, I'll give you authorization to use NCPD equipment. That means your car, your shotgun, and your badge.
Got it, boss.
If it isn't too much to ask, I would like to assist with the medical examination of that man.
We've already enlisted the help of doctors from Central Hospital, but if you'd like to ask them about the diagnostics or whatever else, biopsy, I don't know what they call it, but whatever else that they get off of that, you're free to ask the doctors themselves.
Thank you.
Now, if you need any further NCPD services, I can provide them. But other than that, I've got paperwork to handle.
All right, I guess Conrad's
everybody
gonna.
steps away, they will stay in her seat. She wants to speak with the police officer for a moment.
Okay, you wanted privacy. You have it. What is this information that you want to give me that you don't want to share with the rest of your crew?
Not so much the rest of your crew, or my crew. I don't care about sharing the information. The cost of said information. I can tell you who led the assault against, what's the lady's name? Basement Mechanics, as well as provide photographic evidence of their trespassings.
That would be very helpful to the case.
However, I would not do so for free. I wish.
He kind of smiles. Give me a charisma talk check. I want to see a target of 10.
Batok. Oh Jesus!
So
It's not working.
So you're saying you're going to intentionally withhold evidence to a case?
Could it be?
Play,
Wait, hold on.
don't
Before
play
that,
games with
before
me,
that happens,
Sokka.
wait. Where are the rules thingies? I want to redo that rule. What do I have to say? What's the magic word?
So, I should also post this over in here. There is a law that was passed some years ago called the Corporate Accountability Act of 2072. I did not share this at the time, but I am doing it now. It's a controversial law that exempts individual employees of a corporate body from certain crimes while acting as an agent of said corporation. Instead of punishing the offending agent, the corporation is then billed a punitive punishment for the crime and agrees to indemnify themselves in civil court cases involving the crimes in question. Examples of these crimes include speeding, reckless driving, unlawful entry, destruction of property, yada yada, but most controversially, involuntary manslaughter. You can feel free to read that on your own time.
In regards to what just happened, experts getting, I'm feeling lucky. I really want to feel lucky on this one. I want to get this talk through.
Okay. This is a new scene. Go for it.
Yes, okay. Please.
Target 10.
Yes! Thank you.
So,
Okay.
you word it the way you word it, and you say, and he says, you're not worth the trouble. What's your price?
I want... How do I put this? A lighter gaze to be put on my associate, Brenna. I'm going to be in your captivity.
Look, the evidence is already there. We have 5 eyewitness testimonies. Anything that I do won't affect her case. But what I can do is I can free her from her current captivity. Will this be a good compromise?
It will.
And in which case, I'll phone down, tell them to release her for now. But make no mistake, just because you're part of Arasaka doesn't mean you're exempt from the law.
This is true, and I concur. And as a show of my good faith, I would ask that you send her up here immediately. We will have your evidence.
He makes a phone call and says, you overhear him. Officer Brennan. The woman. Yes. The one with 2 counts of murder. Bring her upstairs, would you please? He then hangs up. Okay. Now, the photos and the name.
The name is... what was the name? I forgot the name. I don't have it now.
It's Jessica Steele.
Jessica Steele, and I give a light runaround as to our, I guess, working relationship. And as for the photos, you will find them in the ownership of my associate. She should be bringing them up here as we speak.
Alright. The door opens. Brayna's ushered in handcuffs.
Good to see you, my dear.
Okay. Your phone. That's it here.
Do as the kind man says.
Right. So, she's released from her handcuffs, takes out the phone, and then shows the photos. This is good. Having photo evidence like this makes it easier to convict. Thank you. We'll be saving copies of this.
My pleasure.
Okay. Well, you're free to go for now.
Until next time, officer. Come, Brenna. We're going.
And Rosé,
Yes.
don't think I haven't forgotten about the attempted murder charge.
I won't expect that you do.
If either you or your PA don't show up to the court date, we know where to find you.
You have our word that we will be there.
He nods and then says, "Now get out of my office."
Here we go. She leaves.
All right. Morgan, Conrad, Tony, you're all in the waiting room, effectively. Of
As
this,
if
of
magic,
this very large...
Rose walks out with.
of this very, very large police station. One thing that the three of you notice that's odd is that the building itself is large, but there are barely any people here. It's like the building was constructed first, and then employee cuts came in. It's as if this was intended for about 3 times the amount of people that are currently employed here.
Yeah, also the donut van's out front right now, so you know.
Tony,
I'll be
you
out
in
there
particular-
myself, but
you were, as you start talking, you hear a very familiar grating voice. Oh, hey, Tony! It's
oh hey,
Officer Keegan, your competition in terms of parking tickets.
oh hey, Keegan.
Hey,
What you doing?
Mr. O'Donovan, I just got through in the free parking lot over here, got 20 tickets.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm getting the
you're having a
bonus.
field day out there.
Oh, I think I'm getting the bonus this month.
Oh, well, I'm spinning plates like nobody's business.
Yay,
But you
I
best
hurried-
not get so cocky.
Oh, I think getting cocky's warranted, seeing as you're ticketing people that are inside a building.
Hey, look, I had permission.
Look, if I had permission from everybody, I'd ticket the entire parking lot of the mall, okay? But look, we gotta do things by the book, you see? Lieutenant Thompson's very clear about that. You gotta do things by the book.
Oh yeah, Thompson's been all over your ass, hasn't he? After that one thing.
No, I'm a good officer. Look, I only beat up 2 people, okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
wasn't one of them a baby?
Maybe that's his street name. Get my drift.
Yeah, they start him young.
No, anyway, I just wanted you to know that you shouldn't bother with ticketing anymore, because at this rate, with your average, you ain't getting a bonus.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll just see about that.
Save your efforts for another month, okay? Hey, take care.
Yeah, you take care too, Keegan. Take care too.
Right. You've been looking forward to that bonus, Tony. Take 1 stress.
I hate that son of a bitch.
Wow, parking in his cup.
All right. In the waiting room, you get a good look at the impound, and an idea flits around in your head, Tony. If they parked the bus at the tolled parking lot, but then didn't pay the toll, where's the bus gonna go?
It's gonna be at the impound. It's gonna be at the impound. Guys, we gotta get it. We gotta get in the impound.
How are we gonna do that?
Well, you see, I happen to be this thing called a police officer, and I happen to have been given direct permission to investigate this matter. Also, there's a lot of cars in that impound. I wonder how well parked they are. No, forget it.
You're ticketing them for how the cars park them.
Hey, listen. If we
You gotta
can,
do what you gotta
if
do.
we ain't, if we ain't culpable in the case of the law, then how can we hope to enforce it? How can we hold our heads up as enforcers of the law if we don't obey it ourselves?
You get an amen from the break room.
Love it.
All you gonna take us there, Tony?
All right.
All right.
You gotta walk in a certain way around here.
Mm-hmm.
Conrad follows him, walking not at all like you're supposed to walk.
You gotta back straight. Duh. Conrad, we talked about this. Conrad, come on. You're killing me here.
He has less officer walk and more panicked, like nurse in a hurry walk.
All right. If you can't do the walk, you gotta at least pretend you're in handcuffs. Anyway.
Right. You begin walking down the impound lot, and you notice that it's full of cars. It's full of cars. NCPD has been having a field day. There's lots of cars with gang markings on them to denote them. Lots of which have been through and around the combat zone. Morgan, you hear a voice to the very north side. It's a very heavily modulated voice that seems to be calling out. Hey, anyone?
What the heck is that? And I'll try and investigate.
Alright. Morgan. You walk up to what appears to be a very... what is the very corner of this lot. There's a very large garbage... there's a very large garbage bin in this corner, as well as an access door. You still hear the voice. Hey,
it's coming from the garbage.
Hear me?
Hello?
Oh, thank God. You. Yeah, you. You can hear me, right? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Where are you?
Look. Where I am ain't important. Just... they threw away the wrong one.
The wrong one what? And I open the trash bin.
Right. You open the trash bin, and you see a lot of garbage bags and a lot of electronic scrap.
Oh.
Hey,
I'm in here.
I'm in here. Okay, look, or at least, at least part of me is in here. Okay, look, you're looking for a speaker box, okay?
I'll tell him to keep talking and then sort through the trash and try and find him by sound.
I'm bad at improv, man. I'm just gonna keep.
Okay, tell me. Sure, that works.
Okay. With enough time, you dig around and you do find a speaker. You find a speaker box. It's brightly colored, with blue and yellow lights. Okay. Have you found it yet?
Oh, yeah, I found it.
Okay, well, I lost sight of you, but I know your friends are kind of like going to the Max Tech Tower. I need you to go the opposite direction and find a blue vending machine, okay?
Oh my goodness. Alright.
Okay, just look for the blue one, okay? Not the green one, that's my competition. That's the blue one.
I'll look for a blue vending machine in the directions he indicated.
Machine AI? Oh my god, it's worse than the fucking Delamain quest, I swear!
Hey, Delamain had GLaDOS.
Do you see it yet?
I think so. Is this it? And I tap the green one.
No, I see you over there. I see you over there.
Yeah.
You're playing games with me. But seriously, I really need that. I'm losing my charm, okay? I'm losing my charm. The officers, they don't go to me unless I talk to them, okay?
Gotcha. And I'll try and fit the speaker back into the blue one.
Alright. Give me a fix check with your choice of attribute. Whatever you think is appropriate.
And definitely be wisdom, because I'm vibing it.
Oh.
Alright, you try awkwardly pushing it against the vending machine, but then it just falls out again. Ah, well, I mean, this thing is wireless, so I mean, you could really just prop it up against the wireless, isn't it?
Stick it on top.
Yeah, just stick it on top of something. As long as they can hear me, it's all good.
Cool.
Oh,
there you go, buddy.
Oh man, thank you. look, you want a free coffee? It's on me.
I'll be okay. They have soda though?
Soda? I
Rose
might.
almost materializes behind you at the sound of coffee.
A
had his vending machine
Nicola-
talks.
a Nicola falls out the very side and says, "Hey, look, we'll call this one a system glitch.
Yeah,
How does that
yeah.
sound?"
Very good. Thank you.
Not a problem. But hey, look, if you're interested in helping me out a little bit more, look, they kind of gutted a lot of the vending machines around here. Look, there's like 5 of us over here, but
Mm-hmm.
they gutted parts of me that they thought was part of another one, and I'm gonna need those parts back. So there's a transceiver in that garbage over there that connects me with a couple other terminals. Look, it's not like it's gonna be an engineering task, but if you can find a transceiver that with the ID 8561A and bring it over to me, I can reconnect to like the other units and start processing transactions. Okay? Does that sound good?
Sure. Okay, it's
You'll be
8561A. All
rewarded
right.
for your efforts. 81649A.
8. Oh, that's different than the one you just gave me.
Oh man, maybe they took my central processing unit.
Oh no.
I'm a little
All
loopy.
right.
I've been disconnected for too long. Can you please hurry and find it?
All right, and I'll tap the side of the vending machine and move on. Try and find it.
All right, Morgan. While you search for the antenna, Tony, you're searching for the impound head, and
Okay.
you find a overweight woman manning the gate in and out. She's kind of chewing on some gum and kind of acknowledges you, Mr. O'Donovan. Very nice.
Oh, hey,
to
Jenny.
Very nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too, Jenny.
You pulling old Roberta. That's not your car's name. What did you call your car again? You pulling her out of here again?
No. Out of character, I forgot what I named the car. Oh wait, no, I remembered. It was Esmeralda.
Esmeralda? Yeah.
No. I'm looking for a bus.
Bus?
Big old tour bus with some dude's face on it. Can't miss it.
I might have seen something like that come through here.
You get many face buses? Many bus faces?
Now, why you go and look around for dead man?
Oh no, I got orders from Lieutenant Thompson. Getting the bottom of
You got
Yeah,
orders
me.
from Thompson.
I do.
I thought he just let you go wild over in the parking lots. What changed?
Well, every so often. Every so often, traffic is relevant. Traffic is important. In this case, this piece of traffic, very important. And I'm the right man in the right place. And I got the experience, you know?
Well, look, I didn't picture a guy like you would be into that kind of music, but tell you what, you buy me a coffee, I'll tell you.
Did I just get nagged? Anyway, sure.
All right, you make your way over to the vending machines across here, and you see Morgan digging through the garbage.
Morgan, what you fucking doing?
Looking for a receiver for a talking vending machine.
Ah, forget it. I go to the green one and get a coffee.
You hear that same annoying voice from the blue vending machine, Tony, trying to convince you to buy stuff from his.
Wow, that vending machine sure is just mildly irritating. Anyway,
Oh, I thought I was just the only one hearing it.
All right, spend a credit, Tony.
how many of these do I have? Don't know how much money I got.
Where's your money?
Where's my? Oh, there it is. No worries, I got plenty of it. Don't worry about it.
All right. You know what kind she likes. Strong.
Yeah.
And then you walk on back.
Strong and bitter, just like you.
She gives you like a fake laugh, and then begins typing on her computer. Okay, internal records say that it was picked up by people with the right paperwork yesterday.
So, executives from the record label?
Seems so.
Yesterday.
At least then.
And to be clear out of character, this is the same day as that we got that we talked to the guy at the record label.
Correct.
Those rat bastards. You got a description on the guy who picked it up?
No. She looks at you. She looks at
Any
you,
other-
chews her gum, and says, "No."
Any other salient details on who made the pickup and what time?
Look, there's a million different people that come here wanting to get their cars back of all different types. If I remembered every single one, I'd go insane.
I wouldn't want that. Now. Alright, so what time was it?
Daylight hours, curiously enough. That must have been when I was off shift.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Why would they be picking something up in broad daylight in plus 50 degrees? Bus like that.
Well, it's pretty hot stuff. I'll get it.
Tell you what, I got some security footage. I can go look up at that time. Figure out what's going on. I'll reconvene with you in a bit.
You're a peach, Jenny.
Mm-hmm. She begins tapping away on her computer. Conrad.
Yes.
One of the cars starts talking to you. Hey man, you got choo-choo, man? You got choo-choo cubes? Look, I need choo-choo cubes, man. My man hasn't been here. Look, I have to keep running, man. My owner hasn't been here in a day. I need choo-choo cubes, man. I need to keep running the engine, otherwise I shut down. I don't want to shut down. You got choo-choo? Look, man, I know you've got the mask over there. You got choo-choo. You're part of the Aldecados. You got choo. I'm an Aldecado.
I sort of tilt my head.
So, it appears that what he's talking about is choo-choo fuel. You see, they're packed in sugar cube-like packages that go into the fuel tank and burn up all in one.
I see.
It seems that this VI car is running out of gas and wants more. Look, man, I'll do everything. I'll do anything. I just need some more chew. I can only go for a couple more hours and then I'm gone. And then I go back to the dark. I don't like the dark.
I can sympathize.
So you have it?
I don't.
Oh, come on, man. Who does? Look, can you take one from like one of the other cars? Look, they're idling. They're not even idling. I'm idling because I have to. It's not like there's gonna be cops here. Just take some choo-choo from another car. Please.
I'm sort of staring, like trying to. I am not a person for like egg. I am a person for like meat.
Fine, I'll ask one of the other officers. I thought us Aldecados were brothers.
Yeah. Is there any like mark for like that would
Yeah, you
like
have
kinda...
you have a nomad background. This isn't an Aldecado car at all. This is just some car.
Yeah, I sort of contemptuously walk away.
Hey, look where you going, man. He trails off.
I head back to the waiting room, sort of see if I can maybe intercept the doctors that were working on Dead Man.
All right. You take a look around the main offices. It's pretty empty, so it's easy for you to hear commotion. You hear a commotion coming from from the garage. You start walking
Guess I'll
towards
head that. Yep. Yep, I'll head that way.
Okay. You meet up with a very familiar face. A Dr. Dean. Dr. Dean Cole. You've met up with him once or twice in the Central Hospital, and he's one of the higher up doctors. He's kind of like looking around and saying, kind of like calling out to like any police officers that are in the vicinity.
I head on over.
Right. Look, you are not a police officer. What are you doing here?
I saw Dead Man.
What? Dead Man? Are you? You're one of the. You're not one of the posers, are you? How did you get in? How did you get in here?
Long story.
Well, when I do find an officer, I'm gonna have you escorted off the property.
Issue, I'm here. I'm still working with the lieutenant right now.
Lieutenant?
Yeah. Lieutenant Thompson.
He squints. Give me a charisma talk check.
Oh boy, something I suck at.
Officers are being harassed.
Come on, do you not recognize me by the mask?
He squints and says, I recognize you work at Central Hospital, but I don't recognize you working with me on this task. Now please leave. I have a patient to find.
He should be up in the max tac holding cells.
Isn't this the Max Tech holding cell?
This is the garage.
He looks around, looks up, then looks out one of the garage windows. I've been putting in too much hours. He kind of like slaps the wall behind him and says, "Thank you. I will be making my way there shortly." Do you follow him?
Yes.
Okay. He then questions why you're following him.
I mean, you didn't call me for this job, but I am sort of working on this job and got some questions about his physical and mental state.
He kind of shakes his head and says, well, if the officers call your lieutenant, and they tell me that you're just some wacko... He doesn't finish that sentence. You then walk over to the Max Tech Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, it's at this point that you find the transceiver.
Goodness.
One thing's for sure, these aren't the digits that were read to you, but there are about like 5 digits and a letter. So, I mean, it works.
Nah, close enough.
Now, there is some slight damage on this thing. How do you plan on attaching it to the vending machine? If you plan on doing that at all.
Honestly, I have no idea. Morgan is not very technical. Not very good with machines, I should say. I know how to vibe a recipe, but I know how to vibe electronics.
Well, maybe that nice corporate lady over there, maybe she knows how to do that?
I can try.
Rose is just chilling, sitting on something resembling a sitting spot and smoking a cigarette.
I'll go over to Rose. I was like, I was just talking vending machine, and he wants this transceiver put back on. He'll probably offer you coffee for doing it.
She looked at you, like made a double take, and the moment she heard coffee, she said, "Okay."
Got him.
Like, her face was this absolute pure confusion as you opened your mouth, but the moment you said coffee, right, she's like, okay, and just normalize, everything's fine, we're going, let's do the thing.
Okay. I'll lead Rosé back to the vending machine and hand her the transceiver.
Alright.
You know this is the incorrect transceiver, right?
The vending machine begins to talk and says, you know, we had a couple of wacky mechanics in lately. but I need that transceiver. I need to send over the transaction reports, because if I don't, then I fully get scrapped.
And you are certain this transceiver will send it to the correct location, and you will not be sending your transaction reports to the incorrect destination.
Oh, of course. All the coordinates are up in my little brain.
Okay.
It's just the transceiver. It's just my. It's like that speaker box that you found. It's a mouth. It's just this one speaks the language of money.
Okay. Question: are there more of your kind around the city with which you are in contact with?
Yeah, I'm paired with a couple of units. I'm paired with there's about 2 in the north, 3 in the west, 2 in the east. Not a lot in the south yet, but we're expanding.
And I would like to strike a bargain.
What's your bargain?
I will install the transceiver for you without any hassle or any complications, but in return, I demand free coffee from any of your vending machines for the next month.
Any coffee from any of my machines? Well, I think we have a deal. If I had a hand, I'd shake it. I'd shake your hand.
Excellent. Cool. She immediately gets to work and starts tinkering.
All right. Do you have the fix skill?
Nope.
All right. Give me a dexterity fix. Target 6.
Oh, Jesus.
No!
You get zapped a little bit. Take 1 damage.
Work, damn it!
Work, damn it.
She smacks the side of it.
All right, you activate your once an episode ability. That is 3 stress that you just accrued.
Listen, 3 stress for a month long worth of coffee, worth it. Deal.
The electricity sparks, and then you hear like a babbling from the machine for a moment. And then, oh, okay, I'm back, baby. Oh, it's like I had a really, really unpleasant dream of being alone in a police station all by myself. Anyway.
Thank you for...
Welcome to Orion's Brew. What can I serve you?
I would like 1 free coffee, please.
1 free coffee, as our deal entailed.
Thank you.
Now,
There you go,
now
buddy.
Look, I'll even sweeten the deal. Other than adding a sugar to it, adding some sugar over here, I have, well, some information now that you've collected me that I think you'll find very pertinent.
Please do enlighten me.
Hmm.
She
You
says
see-
that she's constantly like taking sips of coffee.
When you connected me to the rest of the manifold, I saw you at Lizzie's bar and inside the Vesper Mechanical.
You have eyes everywhere, I see.
Mm-hmm. And you see, now that you've connected me, I do recognize you, as well as your goal, and the amount of trouble that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
So, given that my units are everywhere around the city, and that I have eyes everywhere, I offer a special service to, well, cyberpunks and fixer contractors like yourself for a price. But this first one's on me.
Mm-hmm.
I see that you're running your own investigation, but if you need any additional information, come ask. Ask a single question, and I'll answer it.
Okay, and what's the price?
The price is normally 20 credits. Or no, not 20 credits. Jeez, where did I write this down? 40 credits. The price is normally 40 credits, but for you, and for the task that you just did right now, one's on the house.
I would first consult with my associates before we do this transaction, if you don't mind.
Do what you need to do. I'll be waiting right here, and there, and everywhere.
Would it be possible to also ascertain the location of any of your units that have since malfunctioned? I find it unlikely that this is the only one.
If you see a talking vending machine, I'm the only one.
Yeah, but any of your units that may have gone offline, or let's say,
Well, let me do a quick once over here. No inactive units as of right now. Just me.
right. Should you find that any of your units go inactive, we would be happy to resolve the case.
Well, if I ever run into you again, I'll just start screaming your names and, well, I wouldn't want to do that to a friend. Look, I have my own methods of dealing with this, but if my own methods don't end up plotting out, maybe I will call your name. But until
Yes,
then,
you'll be seeing a lot of me within the next month. I hope you know.
Mhm. Another satisfied customer. Well, good luck with the investigation.
Thank you.
Right. What's Tony doing right now? Just waiting for the footage to come up?
Yeah.
All right. After you're currently sitting in front of the front gate's bench, kind of just awaiting. What did you name her?
Esmeralda.
What did you name her? The woman.
Jenny.
Jenny. You're waiting for Jenny to get the footage back. Let me just go ahead and make a little footnote over here. Jenny. You're waiting for Jenny to find the footage when you notice Conrad harassing a doctor as he's walking at a very fast pace towards the Max Tech building.
Hey, well, Conrad, who's this?
Oh, that's Dr. Dean Cole. He works at the hospital with me.
You're an officer of the law, are you not?
I am.
Arrest this man, please. He's harassing me.
Alright, Conrad, you old son of a bitch. Get over here.
So throw my hands in frustration and go over to Tony.
Stop harassing the nice man.
Hey, you heard Lieutenant Thompson say that I can ask about our patient's medical conditions.
Oh, you're looking. Hey, Doc, you're looking after Zach.
A high risk client, yes.
High risk.
Yeah, of getting your head chopped off by his arms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about that?
Well, come here. It's better if I just show you.
Of course.
Right, so the patient has 2 cyber augmentations of note. He has springs in his effectively springs in his legs that can clear up to 10 meters.
Yeah. Good old spring-heeled Zach.
Yeah. It's kind of like yeah. Sort of like he can be like a human Jack in the Box. Just
You're telling me. I had
and then use his arms to claw into the walls. See, his arms have got very long, sharp blades on them. He's
mantis blades.
Mantis blades, yes, indeed. He used them to cut through the handcuffs that he was placed in earlier. Assaulted an officer. It wasn't a very pleasant interaction. The officer's okay, of course, but the handcuffs, oof, cut through them like jello.
So we're talking like acute cyberpsychosis here, right?
Potentially. I mean, potentially acute cyberpsychosis. Potentially very panicked, captive. This could just be normal emotions, but we don't know for sure unless I get in there. And, well, I don't know about you, but I don't have any anesthetics on me.
I got this. Pull out the stun button. Seemed to work pretty well earlier.
I would,
Just take this. I say, offering him the stun button. Apply directly to the cock.
I think I'll leave that to you. Good sir, you are probably more experienced in that kind of work than I am. So he then pushes you, he puts his hands on your back and starts shoving you towards the next tech tower. Just like, I'll let you handle that. Just get him to the point where he's somewhat conscious, and then I can start asking him some questions without him slicing and dicing.
Yeah, slicing and dicing. Hey, I call out to the rest of the group and try to get their attention as well.
Are we going?
Yeah, I'll head over.
I mean, I've sort of been standing there this whole time.
Before
Don't worry, Conrad. You're off the hook. You can come too if you want.
I nod, just sort of silently take out the stun baton.
Before she joins.
Poor fucking guy. So, you make it to the holding cells, and you make it to the holding cells, and you note the level of security here. Plasteel walls, keycard activated doors, and very heavily armed, cyber-augmentated officers of the law. Tony, you don't get here very often, so it's sort of a treat for you.
Look at this place. You know, these guys know how to give nobody a ticket and just punch your fucking car.
You hear the rumble of from the bottom floor. You hear the rumble of a nearby not an ATV. What do they call those things?
Truck.
Yeah, we'll
Van.
go with that. We'll go with that. One of the trucks.
APC?
APCs. That's what it is. You hear the rumble of a very high-tech APC in an underground garage. You pass it by. You pass it by, and go further into the holding cells.
Want to make sure that park those APCs right.
Don't even think
Quiz
about it.
custodian, ipsos custodes.
Don't even think about it, meatbag.
I'm just wondering, I'm just thinking aloud.
The doctor close by then points you to the cell. It's less of a jail cell and more of a solitary isolation chamber. This thing is very cramped. It's about 2 meters in width. There's a single seat, the toilet.
This will not help our patient's mental state.
But it will help us from being sliced to death. You see, these are made out of plasteel. You see, it's he thrashed around in there for a little bit with his blades. Didn't cut through a single thing. Didn't even dent the glass. If you can even call this glass. He knocks it. Then Deadman just kind of looks up from the seat. Just defeated.
Hey there, dead man. How you doing?
He doesn't
Tell you what.
respond.
Things have been looking pretty down right now, am I right? But tell you what, this good doctor here, he's gonna make sure everything's alright. Okay?
No doctor can help me with the problems I'm facing.
Well, we can talk about that in time. You got your immediate problem, which is the fact that there's one that put you away for a while. But, you get that sorted out, we can talk about your other problems, you know, with the devils and all that.
He slams his face up against the glass and startles you.
Whoa, hey.
Mental save.
Mental save, oh my god. Oh, mental save. There it is. No.
Alright, take 1 stress.
Oh no, I'm so stressed.
Right. What stresses you out isn't more the fact that he jump scares you, but more that he says, like, I know you, Tony O'Donovan. I was told about you by the devils. I was told that you were going to stop my performance. I was told that you were the reason that I was being tortured.
That don't make no sense. I mean, unless your performance is like your performance. Alright, motioned his crotch. I think I stopped that pretty good for a little while. Sorry about that.
He punches the glass, kind of like curses you for a moment, then sits back down.
Listen,
If I could just
believe it or not,
If I could just get.
I'm on your side here.
If I could just get back to the bus. If I could just get the bus back.
Okay, tell you what. We have a common interest, you and me. That bus of yours. Tell you what. I want to find it for you. And you can help me with that?
I bet you.
And, well, you let the doctor here have a look at you, and we'll see about getting your bus back. How's about that?
He's silent. Roll charisma talk.
Oh yeah, Tony's real good at this. It's charisma talk. I said charisma talk. I said I'm real good at this. Wait a minute, do I have anything that can help with this? No. Gunslinger, no. Specialist, no. Nope.
Yes, you twirl your gun in the middle of the fucking.
Look at this thing I can do with my gun.
He begins to sit down and is unresponsive. Well, is he ready to... The doctor kind of like nudges you and says, is he ready to be tested?
Alright, Doc over here just wants to... Yes, Conrad.
I hold up a finger, and then I'm going to use this to see what would happen if one of us went. If we opened if the doctor went inside to test them, as I assume.
Okay, you're spending your other effort for the day.
Yep.
Okay. In which case,
That's just like a whole this is a whole last day thing. So.
So, you gain a vision of a tortured man with seething rage, allowing himself to be subject to the doctor's whims, and then a shutting door.
Be careful, but you should be safe for now.
Only if you're sure. Beep boop boop beep. The door opens. Dead man sits there. The doctor grabs his arm. And then begins going through the tests. I'm not going to bore you with the specifics, but he asks him a lot of questions. Dead man answers. There's some physical exams. And then the doctor stands up. Right. No clear sign of cyberpsychosis. No clear link. Well, he's still empathetic, at least. So that's the main thing we look for. I don't know what he's babbling on about the devils and this, that, and the other, but hey, all artists are a little wacky in the head, wouldn't you agree?
Conrad nods.
So, I think with this we should get him released within the next couple of hours. No need to put him through this, though. If you'd like some extra security and getting him out of here, I wouldn't be against that. He does seem very agitated.
I tap my the chin of my mask a few times in thought, and say, "Remind me, is it possible for cyberware to be intruded on?"
Intruded on? Yeah. I mean, if you were a net runner, yeah. I mean, you've seen the kinds of hackers from Brain Dances and all of that, or at least advertised on Brain Dances.
Do you think malware would be able to get into that?
Yeah, I think so.
Because actually just this morning, our own computer got hit with malware. That was all demonic and shit.
There could be a correlation there. Well, it's something that I'm gonna have to consult with other cyberware users with, but this information is useful to me. Thank you very much. Mr. Zach Cruz, you're ready. You're free to go as soon as the officers are willing to let you go. So try not to cut them. Right. And with that, all of you are ushered out of the holding cell area.
Oh, well, I want to talk to Mr. Deadman, huh? Hey.
You can talk to him or his agent on your own time, meatbag.
Okay.
And you are escorted to the very front of the Max Tech Tower again, where Jenny waves at you from the front gate.
Oh yeah, Jenny, you got the stuff?
Mm-hmm. She lets you into the office and lets you take a look at her screen. See, this is the main camera we're looking at over here. See that big yellow bus? One with the face on it?
Yeah, it's the sucker.
It gets over here at about want to say 3 in the morning, and it leaves at 5 in the morning. See these 2 guys over here? She points to some very blurry figures.
Oh yeah, blurry dot number 1 and blurry dot number 2.
Well, you see, these are blurry dots right now, but you get clear pictures of them here. Click. And she goes to the very front gate camera. They're members of the Maelstrom. They appear to be members of the Maelstrom gang. They have a lot of cyber augmentations on them. Spiderweb-like eyes. Bits of metal protruding from their skin. Tattoos all over the place. Timing matches up. That's him.
They don't look like no record label execs to me.
Well, they had the paperwork, apparently. I wasn't on the shift. That would have been my associate, Thomas.
I might like to talk to old Tommy sometime.
Yeah. Well, you can talk to him once he's awake. But as far as it goes, I think you might be looking for someone Maelstrom. Now,
I reckon you're right.
Now, why they're doing this, I don't know. I'm not gonna start giving you theories on why they're doing this, but they had the paperwork, so it's clear that they're at least working with Mosquito Records or whatever. So, you need to go talk to them about that.
Yeah, I'll go have a talk to the old bloodsuckers. Tell me a little more about the Maelstrom gang. Anything, what's the hot scoop?
So, the long and short of it is that the main source of cyber psychos in Night City. They're mostly regulated to the combat zone, and while it's not illegal to have cyber augmentations, it's illegal to start cutting people with them. These guys cut people with them. Now, as far as I know, they stick to the combat zone itself, but who knows? They could be trying to push. They could be trying to push their borders into NCPD territory. Maybe they have something here, or at least dealings with people here.
Over under on them stealing the records or paperwork.
Oh, I'll talk to Mosquito Records about that. See what they got to say.
Now, is there anything else you need from me at this moment in time?
No, you've been just the best. Thanks, Jenny. I'll see you around.
Another truck pulls in through the front gate, and she gets back to work processing more additions to the impound. Right, and so you collect together in the impound in front of the vending machine.
Indeed.
So, if you'd like to share what kind of insights that you've gotten, now's the time.
Yes, all of us share everything that we have experienced separately.
Indeed, including all the nonsense.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, to recap, there were a couple of people from Maelstrom that took the van out of here. You don't know where. You know that Deadman himself is going to be released at some point in the next 2 hours. And you also know that, well, the vending machine here has eyes and ears everywhere.
Should I get a hold of Alco?
What?
You know,
Alco,
Alco.
the fixer.
Oh, right. Yeah, we gotta get our money. We got our man, we get the money. Right?
We don't have I don't think any of us had mobile phones.
Brayna makes her way towards you, now free from her bounds, and starts dialing Alco's number, and then hands it to you, Conrad.
Oh, thank you.
There's a long wait, but eventually he picks up and says, yes. Conrad.
Hey, we found Deadman.
Oh, that is outstanding news. Outstanding news. Now, what of the van? The party bus.
The party bus, I don't know, some Maelstrom gangers came into the impound and apparently had all the paperwork to take it. So
Yes. Okay. Maelstrom's involved. Interesting. Okay. That's good information. I don't know what you expect me to do about it.
yes. Deadman's gonna be released from the NCPD in like an hour or two.
Ah, okay. We'll get look, I'll get our contact in Mosquito Records on the line, see if we can get a welcome back party going.
Tell them to be careful. He doesn't seem to be exactly in his right mind. Not cyber psychotic, but delusional still.
Of course. Besides, we want our employer to be alive if we want them to pay us, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll have a team out there in about 2 hours. As for bus, I don't know. That could be,
I mean,
that
I
could
guess
be all the way in the combat zone for all I know, and if it is there, it's good as lost. If it's there.
Yeah. I don't know. The fact that Maelstrom's involved is giving me a bit of heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Is there any other extra information that you may have gotten about this whole situation? It puzzles me as to why Maelstrom would want a bus like that.
I don't know.
Maybe the bus has a turret on it. Did we forget about the turret? I don't know. Is the turret a separate thing?
The turret is a separate
It could have
thing.
been.
Forget it.
But if you were to transport a turret, how would you do it?
A big fucking bus with somebody's face on it that everyone knows and will be very obvious.
Maybe it's a hiding in plain sight kind of thing.
I mean,
like it.
it's hiding in plain sight, and there's sighting in plain
Well-
hide.
Well, that man mentioned like he had to get back to his bus.
You seem real particular about it.
He might have left something, I don't know.
You hear like the vending machine kind of like awkwardly calling out. I kind of hear what you're talking about over there. Have you thought about my offer?
Oh, I almost forgot. the vending machine very kindly offered us, well, let's just say an answer to any question which they might have perceived. They might have a bit of a clearer idea as to where our target might be, or what it contained, or any some such. We need just ask it.
Well, if it knows about where the bus might be,
That'll be a start.
Okay.
Tell us where the bus is, magic drinks dispenser.
Alright. Are you sure that this is the question you want to ask?
Oh, sorry, I didn't
One
realize we were
or
limited
pay-
on questions. I
We
was
get one
just...
question at 40 for free. Thereafter 40 credits apiece.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say 40? I meant 30.
How generous of you.
Yeah, my systems are a little frazzled, that's why. 30 credits after that. So-
One of the two questions I would ask, I don't ask this like to the vending machine, but consulting with my teammates, is either where our bus is located, stored on the bus, if it has any perception of that. Does anybody else have any?
I don't have any-
that they would much rather ask.
no, I got nothing.
I shake my head.
I feel the second question could be answered then with the first if we find the bus. So all we'll know we would be able to. Our suspect. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. State the question.
That'll be. Where might we find our missing bus, which we are searching for? The yellow one with the man's face on it.
The lights on the vending machine go dark for a moment. And then a screen pops up on its display where it would normally be advertising the various brands of Nicola, coffee, etc., etc. It begins playing a video feed. Well, if you're looking for the bus, as of right now, it's holed up at a Maelstrom hideout in the combat zone. However, if you're looking to find it in the future, the Maelstrom gang is planning on making a stop to a gun store called the Armed Apostle, north of the Central State Bank, and right next to the local flap shack in town. I don't know when specifically they're planning on doing that, but they need to make the stop there for a reason that I can't ascertain as of right now. That's their next stop.
Thank you for. Excuse me, thank you for the information.
Additionally, they usually transport stuff like this in daytime hours, because, well, when the sun comes up, everyone goes home to escape the searing heat. But business hours for the Armed Apostle are not during the day. Bright and early tomorrow morning. That's my best guess.
Why, thank you.
His speech ends with a video feed from a vending machine's perspective, from a Maelstrom garage. There are about 3 men, heavily cyber-augmented, working on the bus. Trying to scrub the paint off of the edges of the bus itself, to try and get rid of, well, the dead man, branding. As of right now, they're unsuccessful. And with that, the video feed ends.
Well, that turned out surprisingly fruitful.
Extremely.
Be thankful I dug in the trash for like a good 30 minutes to help fix this thing.
Be thankful I fixed it, but I am thankful because I get my coffee.
Hey, I found the parts, you fixed it.
A free coffee here and there is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. It's a token of my appreciation for helping me as such.
In which case, I will take good care of your generous offer. May I please have another coffee?
You may.
Thank you. It's my third one already. Yay.
As the way I see it, I still owe you another one for your other compatriot.
Wednesday's happy. She has coffee. She is not dying. Brain us out. Hooray! Then we have information.
Now, if you are willing to ask another question, 30 credits, and it's all yours. The wealth of knowledge that I've accrued over the past few months is ready and able for the taking. Should you pay, of course.
Not a question that you need answer, but one that I just ask out of curiosity. How many people know of your services?
That would be something I'd charge for.
I see. Okay. Not something I'm able to afford right now. I apologize.
Well, should matters and circumstances change, I'm everywhere. Come find me. Oh,
Right.
one more thing. Hold on. There's a whirring printer noise, and then a piece of paper falls down in front of you.
A receipt?
It's
didn't pay for
a
my coffee.
photo.
No.
This is a freebie. It's the most recent photo of Dead Man, since your employers were so... well... since your employers seemed to not, give this information right from the outset.
Seems to be missing a few pixels. Corruption or intentional withholdment?
You can ask the Corpos for that.
I see. Thank you.
Or me. For 30 credits.
Unless somebody's willing to divvy up those 30 credits. Also, my man, lighten up on the eyeshadow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I definitely do a lot of separating the art from the artist with this guy.
Yeah, guy took a huge rebrand as soon as he was a rock star. Like, he didn't always look like this.
Feel that would be an entertaining spectacle, seeing his photo before his, well, transformation.
Yeah, he's a little less emo. Just a tiny bit, though.
Yes, he's a real bit. It's okay. I will have to apologize, but fatigue is catching up with me.
That is completely fair.
Okay.
Now,
Currently, what is the time, if I might ask?
for me, it's 6 o'clock. Oh, well,
No,
like,
like
in the
in-
game. Jesus.
Yes.
It's getting to sunrise hours.
I believe it should now is a good opportunity to return home and rest. We've been through a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
However, the man did say, or well, not the man, the vending machine did say that a transaction in broad daylight, so I fear that our resting might have to take a bit of a pause.
I turn to Tony. Would this be like enough evidence, I guess, to I don't know, get some of your buddies on the job.
Oh yeah, I got to forget that this is my job now. I got to do actual police things. I'll let the lieutenant know. Maybe we can stage a sting operation
Mm.
with actual cops. You know.
Yeah.
Doing. I'll go tell the lieutenant.
Alrighty.
I guess we'll meet you by the car.
Yeah.
We'll find you there.
All right. I go find the lieutenant to tell him about the Maelstrom gang have the the bus.
All right. He's perplexed by that, but then he nods.
Thank you, Jesus, he didn't ask where we got the information from.
Tell him. Yeah. Sorry. What? Yeah. A dead man seems to think it's important. So we're gonna go see if we can't requisition it from these here gangers. Figure out how they got it and see what the scoop is on this thing.
Very impressive work, Officer O'Donovan.
I work fast.
We'll be supporting you in whatever way we can.
Funny you should say that, because these are some dangerous folks. We know they're gonna be finding themselves at a particular gun store sometime in the morning, by our guess. And that's when we want to hit them.
I still got connections at Max Tech. I'll see what I can do. No promises, though.
Much obliged.
He then hangs up.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yep.
Right. The sky is turning bluer and bluer. But first things
Oh,
first.
I hate it when it's that color.
First things first, you gotta find your car.
All right, which you parked it? It was me, wasn't it? I parked it, so it's perfect.
Lead the way.
Your memory serves you. If your memory serves you correctly, you parked at either Lizzie's bar or the church.
We got some walking.
Yeah, I parked it at the church, and then we walked over to Lizzie's. I definitely didn't drive to Lizzie's.
Yeah, I think that was the case.
All right. In which case, do you check the church first?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk over, and sure enough, Esmeralda's there. You unlock the car doors, go inside, and then notice a piece of paper sticking on the front windshield.
No, wait, no, wait,
I'll take it before you can see it. But no, don't worry about it.
Fucking Morgan, you're the last one inside the car. You notice that the back right tire of Esmeralda is just slightly over the line.
No. Who moved my car? Who moved Esmeralda?
You take
Someone.
The ticket.
You take
I don't.
you take the ticket, Rosa. It is a 2-credit ticket.
Son of a bitch.
Issued by Officer Keegan.
Of course it is. He's got some fucking heavy-ass bitch on his payroll. Going around just lifting up cars, putting them on... Oh my god, it all makes sense now. We just gotta figure out which of those souped-up fucking... Max Tech goons he's got got leverage over. We'll crack this
We have a
fucker.
second mystery to crack.
No, this is our primary mystery now.
The sky is starting
This
to
is
turn
about
yellow.
justice. This is about the Watchers watching the Watchers. This
No.
strikes at the very heart of policing.
Can we please hurry up
This
before we start getting
Is
fried?
justice.
Everyone's sitting in the car.
Everyone's sitting
Tony's
in the car
at
at
the
a
steering
red
wheel.
light. At a red light. At a red light,
Okay,
and
I'm
Tony's
driving.
doing this.
With God as my witness, I will bring these fuckers to justice. And I will not pay this this $2 fine.
Morgan, where's the sun button?
Hey, whoa.
As you
I think-
slowly make it out of the central business district in the middle of rush hour, as everyone scrambles to get back to their apartments before the sun rises. The skies turn red, its final shade before the sun rises, and then, in the very high skyscrapers that you drive under, you hear as metal plates start going down across the windows, closing up, preparing for the heat. You make it closer and closer to the apartment, but the sun does rise at this point. Everyone take one stress for the day, as you're subjected to intense heat.
I know.
Esmeralda's AC is not working.
Oh no.
I'm at half my max systems. I'm at almost half max system strain.
We're gonna need to fix that AC.
No, we just gotta drive faster, get more air flowing. It's alright.
Do it.
I'll say that while stuck behind another car, going
Yeah.
20 miles an hour in his 50s.
God damn it.
Hey, aren't you like also related to traffic? Can you like fine him for that?
Slow driving. Hmm.
There should be like a minimum speed in these zones, right?
There's a car horn behind you. It's blaring very long. Like it's a long car horn that interrupts the conversation. Hey, what are you doing? We gotta get home. Some people don't have AC.
Hey, some people is me. I'm some people.
Fuck you, buddy. Drive faster. I wanna
Hey,
go
fuck you,
home.
buddy. You drive faster.
You want me to ding your car?
Ding the car in
You
front
come
of
over
us.
here, I'll ding you in your fucking mouth.
This exchange.
One of the rest of us has to
continues.
learn how to
This
drive.
exchange continues for a couple more minutes as you crawl at 20 miles an hour.
Oh, so we're nightmare points. They use both metric and imperial.
To make matters worse,
Nightmare,
Rosé
nightmare,
has
nightmare.
finished her final cigarette at the garage. She is now a bit irritated.
Sweat sticks to your clothes. Exhaustion clouds your eyes. You make it to your parking garage, to the cool AC of the parking garage. You've made it.
Praise be.
Home.
I am taking a cold shower and washing out my air filters.
Enjoy. Thankfully, Rosé has her own shower, so she uses that one. At least that was the closet. I thought that was a shower.
As you step in, Morgan, you notice that the apartment phone line has a message waiting. There's a message.
Interesting.
there.
I'll check it.
Okay. Boop. You have 1 new message. Main menu. To read unheard messages, press 1. For personal options, press 9.
1.
First unheard message. Hello, hello, Morgan. This is your manager. This is your manager. What's his name? Anyway, yeah, I'm your manager. If you couldn't tell by the accent, we need some
Yeah.
extra help tomorrow. Are you able to make it first thing in the morning? Let me know. let me know, and I can start getting you some extra hours. After all, you did miss today, right? Could have used you. Okay, get back to me. How do you hang up on this thing? How do you hang up on this thing? It's new phone. Beep. To erase this message, press 7. To save
7.
it, press 9. Message erased. Main menu. To view unheard messages, press 1.
I put the phone back down.
You hang up the phone.
This is the true phone experience.
Alright. And so that's the end of the session, guys.
Nice.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh, that was a fun session.
So many fucking Tony shenanigans.
He is a shenanigan.
Great.
I don't know how you managed to out Gremlin at Game Music here that's a bigger fucking Gremlin than Conrad.
I am chaotic lawful.
Actually,
That's a very good description of Tony.
Congratulations.
would you say Tony is chaotic lawful and then Rosé is lawful?
Lawful chaotic.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Now
does.
who's good evil and who's evil good?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Morgan.
Morgan, Conrad, you gotta work that out between the two of you.
I feel like the title of Evil Good more suits Scotland. Like, he's good, yes.
But meanwhile, Morgan is bad guy, but not bad guy.
Bad guy.
Oh god.
Oh,
As ever.
Conrad is probably decent once you know he's lucid.
Is
Rosé
Conrad an
is-
anti-villain and am I an anti-hero?
Evidently.
Okay.
So, thanks again for the session. It's good times.
Thanks for running.
Mhm.
Thank you for running.
It is going to be a new day at the very start of next session, so
And
Conrad?
that day is the day he wanted me to come in for work. Oh,
So
I feel stress in real life.
Conrad, go ahead and replenish all of the effort that you spent.
I'll also probably have to. I will probably also be heading into work that day. Like,
Rosé will most likely be spending her day trying to find a lawyer for Brenna, because that is still something that needs to be done.
Okay. I'm gonna do my usual thing right now and jump tracks. So I will make a quick change. And obviously,
Alright.
if you want to join me,
Thanks for
by all means.
joining.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Later.
I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
See you.
Adios.
ta-ta.
So, question: system strain. How do we reduce that?
You reduce that by a good night's sleep. By 1.
Jesus.
Morgan's not getting that.
Rosé currently has 9.
Oh, I guess I
Conrad
should say
has
a good
10.
day's sleep.
Hmm.
Thankfully, Conrad does have something for system strain.
Rosé doesn't. She just needs a nap. And hit points, I take it a night's rest restores us back to full?
Yes. Well, your health, you gain your, for health, you gain your level back in HP. Under,
Okay.
I believe, you gain your level back in HP. But for this... Yeah. Let's just go to full.
Back to full.
You're gonna need it.
Hello, Reggie.
But, without further ado, I'm gonna end the stream now.
Alright.
That was fun.
My friend
So-
who was watching tells me to pass along a compliment.
Thank you. And we will see you in probably either next week or the week after, because I do have next Saturday off.
You son of a bitch,
Lot of
I'm
time.
in.
And I have a lot of time to get the shit ready. So
Yeah.
Nice.
if I'm honest, I prepped more for next session than I did this session. Classic Terrawind, but
How would you say? Okay, wait. Has this stream ended? Oh, yeah.